Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Diaz and today I want to talk about something that sits right in the middle of two worlds, business and technology, and how these two, when connected well, can completely transform the way organization work. That connection is what I do for a living as a business system analyst. Now I know when people hear the word analyst, they immediately picture someone with 10 spreadsheets open, maybe sipping coffee, looking at data all day long. And yes, that happens sometimes, but the real story is much more than that. Being a business system analyst means being a translator, a problem solver, and sometimes even a therapist for both business and tech teams. Let me explain. The business side speaks the language of goals and challenges like we want to reduce our processing time, our customer are dropping off halfway through the form, or we need better reporting management. Meanwhile, the technical side speaks in solution and systems such as we can automate that workflow, or we can add validation logic to the form, or we will build a dashboard using this framework. And somewhere in between, there is me trying to make sure both sides understand each other. Sometimes it feels like standing between two people who are both right but speaking totally different languages. That's where communication becomes the real skill. You need to turn business pain point into clear, testable requirement that developer can actually build, and then translate the technical solution back into simple terms that business users can accept and trust. When I first started out, I thought the best solution to every problem was technology. Just automate it, just digitalize it, or create an app. Done. But over time, I learned that technology alone doesn't solve problem, understanding people does. Let me give you an example. In one project, we were tasked to digitalize a manual recruitment process. The business said we need the online recruitment system. Sounds simple enough, right? But even we start digging deeper, interviewing HR officers, recruiters, and hiring managers, we discovered that the real issue wasn't just the lack of a system, it was that every department had their own way of doing things and nobody was following the same process. So if we had just built a system based on their first request, we would have only digitalized the chaos. Instead, we helped them first align the common process, standardize their steps, clean up data, and simplify approval. Only then did we start building the digital version. The result wasn't just a new system, it was a new way of working. That's when I truly understood that business system analysis isn't about just software, it's about clarity. Technology is just cool tools. Clarity is what makes your tool useful. In this world, I often say I live in three different worlds at once. The first one is the business world, where strategy and KPI lives. Then the second one, the technical world, where code, logic, the data lives. And the third one is human world, where emotion, habits, resistant to change lives. The last one, the human side, is the hardest because you can design the perfect system, but if users don't adopt it, it's totally useless. That's why part of my job is helping people see why change matters. Sometimes that means simplifying workflows. Sometimes it means running workshop and listening to frustration. And sometimes it means just being patient when people say we've always done it in this way. But The best feeling comes when they finally say, hey, this system actually make my job easier, or that moment makes every late night diagram, every long meeting worth it. The truth is, every modern organization is becoming a tech driven organization. Whether it is hospital, a university or a mining company, technology now touches everything. But now every company knows how to connect what they want with what technology can really do. That's where business analysts make a difference. We're the bridge. We ask why, challenging assumption, and make sure every feature or process connect back to the bigger business goal. And because of that, we also help reduce waste, not just in terms of cost, but in terms of time and confusion. A well written requirement or well analyzed process can save hundreds of hours of rework later. So, in a way, business system analysts are both preventer and builder. We prevent chaos by asking the right question, and we build alignment between people, processes, and platforms. If I could summarize what I've learned from my career so far, it would be this: technology doesn't drive transformation, people do. Technology is the engine, but people are the drivers. If they don't understand the direction, the best engine won't take them anywhere. That's why I love what I do, because I get to stand in the middle of the bridge, making sure both sides walk toward each other instead of away. So, whether it's a new software system, a process redesign, or a digital transformation project, my goal is always the same: to make technology work for people, not the other way around. So, next time you hear about a successful system launch or a company going digital, remember, it's not just the developer or the executive who made it happen. There's also a group of people quietly connecting the dots, asking questions, and translating vision into action. That's what business analysts, business system analysts do. We don't just analyze, we connect, we simplify, we help ideas become reality. Thank you.